create a sense of hope for the future. We give people a sense of vision. So, urge as well. Again, suicide is not completely absent in this group. Because they tend to use less violent and aggressive methods, then there's also more chances for intervention and for change. Significant things like capital converters, the sales of paracetamol, that has a significant impact in terms of prevention in this group for suicide. Also, in terms of the neurobiology, there's much more connectedness between the right-hand side of the brain, which is the abstract feeling side, and the left-hand side, which is the logical articulating side. Women have much more links between the right and left-hand sides of the brain compared to men who don't have as many. It's because we're thinking about more important things and just do one important thing at a time. There's some other overlapping nobody through anything. 1 million suicides, 6,000 a week in Ireland, all that 1,500 women. So it's not a group that is insignificant. So it is important whenever we look at strategies and we think about suicide and such like that, we do make sure that it covers everybody and everybody is caught in terms of being instructed how to do this. I've been in with an organisation putting together just short workshops to help people in terms of looking at mental health called You Must Ask. The point about You Must Ask is there are various excellent trainings that are a couple of days. You Must Ask is much shorter. The key thing is if you are with someone you think that they could be at risk or that they're thinking about suicide, you must ask the question, ask them about it, and then help to signpost them in the right direction. Asking somebody about suicide is not going to put a thought into their mind, not going to increase their risk. It's important to ask because you might be there at the right time. You might be the only person who has that opportunity. For them, they may feel it's the only solution open to them. If you can crack the door open on another one, even slightly, it makes a big difference. How we look at life and how we look at solving problems and growing in life. I like this quote from Einstein: you can't solve a problem by thinking at the same level of thinking in which the problem was created. If there were 12 people in this room and only 11 chairs, it wouldn't matter where you put the chairs in the room, you would still have one less chair. The way to solve the problem would be to go outside the room and bring in another chair. That's essentially what Einstein's saying here. We've got to look at how we help to bring solutions, that we don't end up creating situations where people, youth workers or young people, are set out to fail. We look for new ways that we bring new information in and we help to create options and solutions. This is a brain scan by two colleagues of mine, Ruth and O'Donnell. It's taken on, these are MRI scans, and then the yellow and red colours are blood flow. This is the husband and this is the wife. Do you notice any difference between the size of the brains? You're still alive. Do you notice any difference? What's the difference? Which one's bigger? Would you like to?
The bottom. Is that the man? I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's the wife at the bottom. So the wife looks like she has the bigger brain. She's less.
What did you say?
Of course, that's a pure joke. It's just artifact. They're both the same size. Now, the blood flow you see here, what's happening is both developed really severe post-traumatic stress disorder after a horrific car accident. They both had treatment. Husband got better, wife didn't get better, and they're in the scanner and you're being asked to read the story of what happened. It was pretty bad that a child died of it, so it was pretty significant trauma. What we see here, the left-hand side of the husband's brain and the connections across both sides, this is normal activity. He's remembering the accident. Now remember, this is some significant time after the accident. But look at the wife's brain. Significant difference, isn't it? She only has this little patch of activity here. This is her visual area. She is not remembering the car accident. She's seeing it. She's reliving it. It's in the present tense for her. The reason I show this is whenever we come through life, there are many episodes. As a traumatologist, we talk about big T traumas and small T traumas. Big T traumas, bombing, shootings, car accidents, sexual assaults. But small T traumas can this is like the lenses of my glasses. They bring things into focus for her, so she's constantly seeing life through the lenses of that experience. And so too when we're working with young people, that could be the same for them. And these negative beliefs could be anything from, I'm a bad person, I'm ugly, it was my fault that I was abused. There are lots and lots of things. And sometimes they completely cripple the person. And as a psychogeriatrician, I see and work with people who are in their 90s who are still trying to prove the parent wrong who told them that they were worthless. But the role that you guys have as youth workers can change all of that. You can reframe that and you can challenge that. You are what Napoleon said with regards to his leaders, if you'll pardon the connection with Napoleon. You're to be leaders in hope. You're to be leaders in hope. And I think you are, and I think the two speakers immediately before me indicated an excellent example of exactly that. This is a cycle, I'll not read everything out of it, but essentially, young people and all of us have needs. Needs are non-negotiable. You need oxygen. You can't just decide that you're not going to have oxygen today. It's non-negotiable. We have core needs, and we adapt to those needs in different ways. However, sometimes we don't always get it right. And it's not that people set out to say, I'm going to make crap decisions today. It's they make the best decisions that they can. But sometimes self-medication with things like alcohol, drugs, food, gambling, pornography, sex, these things eat away at the young person. And we're to try and get a different mold to create and to be leaders in hope. We would love to help somebody to connect to their core values. Very well, I put it this way: values lay the groundwork for your goals. Goals lead to fulfillment of your mission. Your mission leads to the realization of your life's work, your legacy, succession planning, dealing, and hope. But people have a shadow mission as well. Excellent book, by the way, by John Harper. Because our mission, in a positive sense, can give us hope. But too often, if we're not conscious, we end up in a shadow mission, actually actively working against our core values and what the mission for our life is. How do we solve the problems about that? Oops. We have mentors. Anybody recognize any of the mentors? You can shout out. You can shout. Or I will take on you. See the balloons table with the black and red balloons. You're the only person I know that.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, yes. Okay. Anybody else? Mr. Miyagi. Yes, please. Try to increase some for every age. Anyone else?
Mickey.
Mickey and Rocky, yeah.
Orpheus.
Yes. Orpheus. Anyone else? Orpheus. And what about the original mentor? Does anybody remember the name? Any Greek historian? The name of the guy who was mentored by the original mentor? For a large monetary prize. Right at the time. His name was Talmax. So right from the start, we see right through culture, through stories, through films and stuff, we have a range of people where mentoring and trying stuff forward is really important. And I was really heartened to hear, again, being mentioned this, Albert Schweitzer said, about learning to serve. He said this to me, I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I know, if you only want someone you will be really happy, or those who have sought and found how to serve. Purpose in life. You've got to learn and help young people to discover their dreams.